Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Good, K2.
The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Sails one into the middle. Trying to find the end zone. The Tar Heels racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early. We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Bunch formation for these receivers. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't...
He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Grab near the sticks. It's Beebe. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I love about this offense, you're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Hit as he throws. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Turning it on. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Barnett. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The Tar Heels will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He slings it deep to the left. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Indiana. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Lets it fly. Oh, and he toasts the coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, UNC. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got a man in the middle. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more score. Trying to get behind the defense. Caught at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Pulls it, fire complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Trying to beat the D deep. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. Bulldozes his way through. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Hoosiers will snap it on first and 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Just inside the red zone, first and 10 from the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
To the air, it's Wilkins. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. It's on target and complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 12 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Barnett. Throwing right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. but then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Hawkins. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Oh my God.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Finds his man. It smothers. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal.
Dude, he keeps getting insta-shed.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here's the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. There's the pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
How about the defense bowing up, making 2 big plays back-to-back, 2nd and goal, sack, 3rd and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, not giving up. They gave up some yards, but they didn't break in the end.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. The snap sets up the throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. He's going to fire deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he...
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
That makes the score Indiana 28, North Carolina 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Under fire. That's caught. It's shipped. Looking for room at the 30. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And how about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Hoosiers want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones, and you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Makes the grab on the left. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Right down the middle. It's complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Hoosiers come fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Wilkins. He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him inside the 20.